Welcome everybody to this session. I am Atiya Hussein. I am from Ramallah, a village called Kharbat al-Musbah. Before we start, I teach in the Ministry of Education. I teach grade 8, grade 11 and grade 12. I am a teacher like you. Today I'm going to explain a lesson which is about, as you can see, teaching English in large classes. I'm talking about large classes and how can we deal with these large classes. We are going to do some groups with each other and to get information from you and to add information from me. We want to share information with each other. So I will be happy with you and I hope that you will enjoy the session with me. As you can see, this is the aim of my session. The aim, or this workshop, mainly aims at explaining challenges and problems that English teachers face when they teach large-sized classes. What are the problems, challenges that teachers face when they teach a large class? Some people, a large class, say that it is over 30 or over 40. Yes. It depends on the person. Another aim, we have two aims. The second aim, discussing practical strategies that English teachers use when they teach a large class. What are the strategies, the practical strategies that we can use to be successful in a large class? So we are going to deal with these strategies. As you can see here, what did I do to know these challenges and strategies? First of all, I went to 7 schools. In each school there are 2 teachers or 3 teachers. I made a survey for 17 teachers who teach in my village and the near villages. I asked some questions about what are their problems, what are their challenges, and they provided them for me. And they gave me some solutions also, as I want to take from you also. So this is, as we know here, the number of students in classes. I asked about the number of students in class. Most of them say, especially grade 8, grade 9, most of the students are nearly 30, 35 or 40. So the range is between 30 to 40. But as we can see, if we go to 11th grade or 12th grade, we can see that we have 17 students or we have 20 students. Why? Some students leave their schools, for example, to help their families. Other students are weak, so they cannot continue. Other students go to literary, to scientific, or to vocational stream. So when we go to higher levels, we see that the number of students comes less. This is according to the number of students, in contrast to the lower classes. Here at first, I would like to show some opinions of teachers. What do they think about large classes? The first opinion, it seems that nearly all of them, 98% agree that teaching large-sized classes is bad and hard work. They don't like to teach large classes. Why? Because as you can see, it is difficult for teachers to contact with every student and to get his or her individual attention. So it is not easy to teach a large class. Another one is they don't prefer to teach large classes because they need to spend much effort. When you go home, you have to check in the class, the homework, exam. So it is very difficult for the teacher to do all these things. Now, the third one, they don't also agree with that because there isn't chance for all students to participate. There isn't chance for students to participate. Here, as you can see, we have 5 main problems. The first problem is that not all students in the class can participate. not all students in the class can participate. Another problem is that some students are noisy in the class, so others cannot concentrate. How can we deal with them? Some teachers say that we have a problem in exams. When we have a large class, some students try to cheat. Now we want to focus on these three. The other one is that the teacher cannot know the different levels of students. So these are we are going to make a group. We want to help each other, a group of 5. Now, this is one for the group, and this is a group here. And I will give you a sheet here, there, and there. We will make 5 groups. Everyone will have a problem. Everyone will have a problem for each one. So here, the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the first group here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, the second group. Yeah. And we can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, here and here, and here we will have 4 groups, 4 to 5 groups. So, you can write here, This is the first. Can you please make a group here? I will say, everyone, if you have a problem, and you want to give solutions for this problem from your opinion. Thank you for your participation in these groups. Now we'll start with the first group, Miss Hanan. Please, you have 3 minutes or 2 minutes. Every group has 2 minutes to finish and giving the explanation for the region. Before she starts, her problem is about large classes. We cannot see this.
The large number in the classes.
Here, can I put here? You have just 2 minutes to finish quickly, please.
Firstly, our problem is the large numbers in our classes. The solutions is first one, to make group works, group of 4 or pair works. Number 2, to determine the role of each one in each group. 3, the activity must be limited with a short time, not long time. 4, involve shy students. This is the important point. With the group, ask example. They can ask some simple and specific questions. Number 5, repeat or repeat a word or a sentence. Number 5, avoid asking students twice.
This is for the participation of students.
Yes.
So she talked about the groups, making groups, to involve everybody as we did here. So everybody has a chance to participate. Another one is to determine the role. What is your role in each leader or spokesman or something like that? And we should not forget those students who do not want to participate, shy students.
Yes.
So she involved them in the groups. Now let's go to the second group, please, with Mr. Mufid.
Okay.
Here you can
They can just take a look there, and I want to see them all.
Yeah, look here.
The point here and the problem is the noise in classes. And I think if the problem, as our colleague said, that it is solved by the teachers that he had collected information from, I think the problem is over. But the problem is there, and it always exists. The problem is the noise in classes. and in larger classes. Our solutions for the problem can be summarized in 3 points. The first one is engagement of the student. If you have a student or more in a class of 30 students, you can engage the students with good students. That is, place the student not in the corners at the back of the class, but in the front. The second point can be assigning, if the group work and engaging the student with a group does not work, we can assign a task for that student and tell that student that you will answer question 1, 2, 3. What are the basic conceptions, for example, understanding of deconstruction? This question is yours. You will answer it after 3 minutes. Busy the mentality of the student. That is another strategy that can be employed, and I think it succeeds to a certain degree. The third activity is that you needn't allow that noise in your class. Do not start your class while there is any kind of noise. Make sure that before you start the class, everything is still. Nobody is speaking, everything. Just as now you are listening to me, make your class that way. And start. In that way, he will not find the nature to make big noise for you. And if a sound rises in your class, do not make your sound higher than that sound. Slow down, and everything slows down with you. Of course, of all of these things, of course, I will finish. You will need to take firm action if these things.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
So, as we said, he gave us how to deal with noisy students who wants to disturb the class by taking firm attention if they want to continue, by involving them. Some people say that we can use peer teaching. Those noisy students can learn from excellent students using peer work, you know.
Yes.
Now the last which is about cheating.
And I think this problem has no solution because cheating is everywhere, not only in our classes.
Can you please?
But we will try to reduce, not stop it completely, we will try to reduce it as possible. I think preparation is of a great importance for our students, that our teachers should tell their students that cheating is forbidden in our culture, in our religion, and so on. So preparation is necessary, first of all. Then we need to give our students clear instructions about the exam. Before doing any exam, so you have to do. The first question is about, and so on. We'll give more details. We have also some classical and routine forms that we use, which is preparing or giving our students different forms, A and B. Yeah. And sometimes it gets its benefits. Also, there's something which about spaces between between seats, give suitable space. And the last thing it is
Thank you.
We will try, but we can't, especially with our male students. Female students, I don't think there is cheating.
Thank you. Thank you. Please, your comments are like what the teachers gave me in the survey. So as we can see here, we have 5 minutes or 6 minutes to finish. So to make students quiet and excited and engaged with the lesson, those noisy students, or to involve them, to let them participate. Some teachers say, this is the opinion of teachers, I'm talking about real, not from books, from real backgrounds. The first one is sometimes teachers have to be strong and fair enough to stop the violence and to be able to control the class. You have to be fair. You have to be, you should have the rules. If you don't, we call them the golden rules. Like your mobiles, if you have mobiles, you don't have to, So we have strict rules in the class by the teacher. They should understand this. Another one, other teachers try to make all students share and busy. As some of the teachers say, everyone should be busy. Everyone should expect a question. Should not be sleeping.
If you don't present him, he will sleep.
Yeah. Right. The third one, others prefer to use games, races, and songs. Games, races, and songs to let them enjoy the class and be happy with the class. The fourth one, some teachers use marks to punish. If you want to make punish, you will lose 1 mark, for example. Especially those excellent students, they will be afraid of that. The fifth one, for those teachers who teach first to 4th grades, they use stars on their forehead. They use paintings, paint on their face as a kind of entertainment or enjoyment for the student. He goes home, look, the teacher gave me a star on my forehead. I'm very excellent, to show that he's an excellent student. The sixth one, using a variety of activities, techniques, and approaches, like teacher-fronted, I'm teaching, like groups, pairs, different strategies, different methods. The seventh one, good organization helps to promote good control. Students get to know what is expected. You should have, for example, I know the teacher, he will do this. So you should have this kind of organization. They should understand you, not to be, to be confused or like that. They should understand what is expected from the teacher. He should do this, and after that, I think the teacher is going to do this. So they know this kind of organization. This is according to how to make students participate and to let's go here. Go ahead. How to manage the class during exams. As Mr. Nihad gave us some solutions that are similar to what is written here with me. The first one, it's a good idea to write different sheets of tests, A and B. If we have 1 student, 2 students, 3 students in one class, you can say A and B, in order not to let them cheat from each other, to reduce cheating. And this is maybe good for teachers. Also, friends should be separated. Some students depend on others. Before the class, I will sit by you, and then I will. You want to help me. So please separate. Try to separate. If you feel that those students who wants to cheat, try to separate them. Excellent student near one very poor. They may cheat from each other. The last one, in the case of cheating, the teacher must be very strict. If you cheat, I will, for example, prevent you from the exam. You should be strict some way, or otherwise, all students will cheat all the exam. So this is what regards the cheating in the exams. Now, how to make students participate again and engage. All students should be ready at the time. Shy students need to know that they will be selected to answer any time. As this group gave me, shy students or those who do not want to participate, they should know that every time they must be selected to answer any question by the teacher or by the class. Another one, using group work, pairs, worksheet. As we said here, maybe 30 students, 30 teachers. By using groups, we can make as much as possible to involve all the class. Excellent students, poor students, and middle students, and they can learn from each other. They can learn from each other. The last one, enlarging the circle. What do we mean by enlarging the circle? For example, if you ask a question, some students raise their hands, other students are thinking. So please don't give the first student to answer the question. Wait for 2 minutes or 1 minute to let other students think and raise their hands, and maybe half of the class will raise their hands, you know, after thinking. Don't be quick to give the first students to answer questions. Here, and you can encourage them. I can see 1 hand, 2 hands, 3 hands. You can encourage them to have more hands. Before the last. And before we finish, at last, any teacher needs to think of new ways, or new methods, new strategies, you know. As the novel says, Gone with the Wind, if you heard about this novel, the heroine says we need to minimize our frustrations and our bad lessons. We should not, you know, increase these frustrations. I don't want to go to the classroom because, you know, this and that. So we need to minimize, to reduce our frustrations. I would like to thank all the group. I give everyone a chance to participate. Thank you very much for helping. But before we start, if you want to ask any question, yeah. You're welcome. Thank you so much. You're welcome.